Welcome to Wargroove. A one-shot in Wargroove is the most powerful move you can make in a game. To take a unit from 100 health to 0 health removes it from the board, and to do so in a single attack opens up the square and lets your army keep pressing forward and wipe out your opponent. There is nothing better in PvP, and I'm gonna go over the most common and useful one-shots in all of Wargroove. Now make sure you have a basic idea of defense and witch hexes, because that'll be important in this video. Let's get started. Okay, so this was a very common scenario in the first World Tournament. There's a thief. It can only be attacked on one side because of the wall. And if you don't kill it in one shot, it's gonna get into the balloon, get away, and you'll lose all that sweet, sweet gold. But a knight can't kill it, a pike can't kill it, a commander can't even kill it in one shot. The answer is a sword crit. By putting the sword next to the commander and attacking, we're able to guarantee a one-shot on the thief even if it's in forest, which is +3 defense. Another thing to keep in mind is that a sword crit can also 100% decap a newly captured village, though I'll cover that in another video. Now let's go into dogs, because there are a lot of dog crit one-shots, and dogs are some of the most common units you're going to have every game, so these will be the most useful. But just a quick reminder, at the end of this video, guys, I'm going to show you the coolest Wargroove infographic you've ever seen. Alright, let's keep going. So, dogs counter rifles, and a dog can one-shot a rifle guaranteed on road. Now that's a guaranteed one-shot, but if you attack a rifle on plains, +1 defense, it's not guaranteed. There is a very small chance that the rifle will live. It's just really unlikely. To get a minimum roll like that, you need like, I don't know what it is, a 1 out of 20, 1 out of 22 chance or something. It's almost guaranteed, but it's technically an RNG one-shot, dog into rifle on plains. Now, let's talk about another common scenario. I'm going to show you the wrong way to do it, and then the right way to do it. You want to hit this trebuchet with this knight. That's pretty obvious, but what I see a lot of people do is they'll attack like this. They'll kill the sword with 2 dogs and then go in. That's not bad. You won the fight, right? But there's a much better way, guys. Using a one-shot lets make that attack even better. We're gonna have the top dog attack this sword, ignoring this one. The reason is that we know, we've got this memorized, that a dog crit will one-shot a sword on plains, opening up the tile all the same, and letting us attack the treb. This way we dealt even more damage than the previous situation. To go through that again, there are 2 ways to kill this sword. You could have both dogs attack, but the first one will take counterattack damage. Or, you could have the first dog do absolutely nothing or do something else, and then one-shot it with the second dog. It's up to you which way you want to go about it. The dog crit one-shot will also work on plains archers, very useful, and here's one most competitive players don't even know. The dog crit will one-shot a dog on road, guaranteed. That's one to remember. Now let's look at giants versus dragons, because they both have different one-shot defense limits for different units. And again, guys, super infographic at the end of this video. Alright, so everybody knows that a dragon can one-shot things on road. That's not news, I'm not going to go over that. But I will remind you that a mage is one of those things. If you put a mage on a road, it will be one-shot by a dragon. Now, knights are a little bit tricky. A dragon can only one-shot the knight if it's on road or less defense. Bridge is fine. But a giant can only one-shot the knight if it's on river. It's not going to happen a lot, but it's useful to know you have the option. Now, this is a really useful one. A dragon is the only unit in the game that can one-shot a pike on plains. Players will often use a pike on plains as part of a big wall to stop you from getting through them. But a dragon can kill the pike, even though it's a much weaker unit. It opens up the square and lets you move in. Lewis 7 did that for a game-winning move. I highly recommend that you remember that one. The giant can only kill the pike in one shot guaranteed if it's on road. Now as for swords, dragon can one-shot the sword on plains, and golem can guarantee it all the way up to flagstone. For those sneaky thieves, a dragon guarantees the kill on plains, and a golem guarantees the kill on flagstone. Dogs in forests are just not tanky enough to save you from the dragon or the golem. You need to put it on a mountain, and even then there's a chance it could go down. Similarly, rifles on flagstone will get one-shot by giant dragon. Now, for all these siege units, golems eat through siege units like butter, guaranteeing the one-shot on bridge or road. But it's also important to remember that dragons can guarantee the one-shot on bridge as well. Even on plains, dragon into ballista will almost always kill. So remember, while ballista counters dragon, dragon counters and one-shots ballista. Now obviously giants can't swim, but barges in deep sea can be one-shot by a dragon, and even in regular sea there's a chance of killing it. That means it'll also work on beach. So if someone had a commander in one of those boats, you just one-shot a commander with a dragon. How cool is that? Now the night ones are pretty obvious, I'm going to go through them quickly. A night crit will 100% one-shot any building that's not a stronghold or a gate. Now this is one of those iffy ones, it's technically RNG. A night regular attack will one-shot a mage almost always on plains, it's guaranteed on road. But if it's a crit, forget it. Even a mountain won't save that thing. It's gone. Let's talk about pikes real quick. Pikes will one-shot swords and dogs on plains. You know that already. But what most people forget is the pike crit into a knight is only a guaranteed kill on road. It's not guaranteed on plains. Additionally, pike into mage is guaranteed on road. You ain't gonna kill it on plains. I don't even think it's possible. Now, let's talk about rifles. Everybody's favorite snipers. You'll be able to one-shot those pesky soldiers on plains, sniped! But as for pikes, they'll have to be standing on road in order to one-shot them. Same thing for mages or thieves, unless you've got your rifle crit up. Alright, we're almost to the infographic, guys. We're almost there. But commanders! Commanders, you need to know the one-shots, because you get effectively double groove points, really, if you attack something. But you get 5 times groove points if you attack and kill something. Look at all that sweet, sweet groove I got right there. So, a commander will one-shot a dog and a sword on plains, giving them a lot of groove. You'll also one-shot an archer all the way up to flagstone, and you'll one-shot a rifle on road. But let's talk about how witches help one-shots and make them better. A witch hex will turn an RNG one-shot, it might not work, into a guaranteed one-shot. But they'll also do something else if the one-shot is already guaranteed. For example, commander into sword was a guaranteed one-shot, but what if we hex first? Since plains has +1 defense, and flagstone has +2 defense, by hexing first, we've taken the one-shot from plains to flagstone. If we hex twice, we can take the one-shot from plains to forest. And if we hex 3 times, we can take the one-shot from plains to mountain. So witch hex elevates a one-shot from RNG to guaranteed, from guaranteed to +1 defense, from +1 defense to +2 defense, etc. for each successive witch hex. Keep in mind that as a rule of thumb, because it's awesome and part of what makes witches so cool. Alright, the moment you've been waiting for. Are you ready for this? This took hours of work, guys. Every one-shot in Wargroove! Oh, it took a while to make this, guys. I'm going to make a video on how exactly I made this thing and neaten it up a little bit to make it easier to read. I'll maybe put it on the Discord. If you guys give me, let's say, 50 likes and 50 comments on this video, I'll make a video all about how I created this chart, put it on the Discord, neaten it up, put it out there for everybody. I want you guys to see this. It took a while, but it's so cool. Every one-shot in Wargroove. Alright, that's all for now. Remember how useful one-shots can be, and I'm going to make a part 2 video with Emmerich crystals, villages, and all that cool stuff. Maybe even a part 3 with some archer-enabled kills. That's all for now. Welcome to Wargroove, and let me know if you have any questions.